Welcome in, everybody. Friday night. Hope everybody had a good week and good work week. If other people are working or retired, whatever. Hope everything was good out of the whole week. 4 people in the house and probably get some more, like always, off and on. So, anyways, shout out to Avixie channel. Thank you. Welcome in. Welcome in. And Sir Bradley, welcome, brother, welcome. And Jerry Brower, welcome in, buddy. Howdy to you too, buddy. Lucas, good to see you. And Vicky, it's morning time over there on her time. And of course, Sir Brad. So anyways, so this is our 4th show. And every show has been really good, and love doing it for every Friday night at 6. So this week's been a whole write-off completely. So this whole week was no good for droning. I didn't get any filming in. This weekend, I'm definitely getting filming in. It's going to be a nice weekend. And I will have another video coming out with Droning with Jamie. I know it's been about 12 days, so I'm going to have another one coming out. So hold on. I'm going to be making a film. So anyways, I want to show you one here with a quick little topic here. And this one here was one of my first 2 drones I started when I started flying. So I had a Holy Stone, and I also had a parrot. Not my parrot, not my pet parrot, but parrot, which would be right here, the actual drone. This quad here, I had it. It was my second quad after I had a Holy Stone. So to show you with this guy, so like I say, it's not a DJI, it's a parrot. And tells you how much the upgrades of spending more money with drones versus the older style, as I call, because you got like the screws for, as you can see, with the propellers. None of this little snap in and twist and then you're gone and go fly. So you always need a screwdriver. So pain in the butt with this drone. Just it's like the basically time consuming, as I say. So it's a little bit different. It's a little cheaper. And as Jerry would say, this whole week's been sucks. It's been a really bad week for flying. Shout out, hello, Adolfo, welcome in. And as Jerry says, I want to put some more flights on my new Avata too, but it's going to have to wait a bit longer. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, people are always like, even when it's like late rain and it's not raining a lot, people are just like, oh yeah, put your drone up, go fly and this and that. But when you start spending big time money with your investment, your equipment, you're going to wreck it. And if you don't wreck it, it's going to start messing up stuff inside, technology and water. I don't care. I don't give a shit. It's just does not mix. Welcome in, Han. Welcome in. Hello. But basically, it does not mix. The technology and moisture and that just does not mix. And it's never, how I would say I wouldn't trust the technology if something happens. It's just, I'm not doing it. So with the parrot here, so I'm basically going to the dump on the town dump tomorrow morning, Saturday, to get rid of some batteries that I've had for a while. Not only for a while, but they're overly too charged, being used as lots. So I want to show you, and I mean, Jerry knows because Jerry flies. a lot of people that don't fly. I'm going to show you an example with batteries here. So this battery here is for the Parrot. And for this typical battery to show people, for hazard wise, this battery is not going to catch on fire. It's not going to blow up, all this stuff. But the thing is, when the batteries are flat and they're good, they're healthy, they look fine. But when they start having a bit of bulge, as you can tell, this battery is starting to bulge. And the thing is, these batteries, you cannot puncture them, you cannot drop them really hard or slam them or poke holes in them, because these guys are going to catch on fire. So when you start having swelling with batteries, these are the time, get rid of your batteries. Chuck them. But you don't chuck them out, you have to go to landfill, dump, and dispose of them in a right way. And that's what I'm doing. I got 4 batteries, not just with this guy. I have a Mavic 3 battery. That was when DJI actually brought it back to me, and I was hoping they would give me a new battery, but they kind of fixed it. But I didn't trust it because they had like basically a hole that was open, and I didn't want to trust it after getting my drone back and spending like $1,700, sorry, with my Mavic 3. And then all of a sudden, something's going to happen with my drone. I'm not risking it. I don't care. I'd rather dispose of a $300 than a $1,700 actual drone. Good morning. Good morning. Another person overseas. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good morning to you. And it is even time here, 6 after 6 p.m. Eastern time, but I know it's morning over there. And as Jerry would say, half a dozen of the Air 2S batteries that have swollen, I have to take them to Best Buy to get rid of them. And that's another thing too. Still can, you got to go to places where they'll recycle them, because like looking under here and with the batteries here, these drone batteries, as you can see, it basically tells you do not throw them in the garbage. Thing is, you throw a bunch of these batteries, throw them in garbage. Yeah, I don't care. Throw a bunch in, go out to garbage day, and then all of a sudden the garbage people are crushing the bags, right? Because they're pulling down the lever, they're smushing the bags up the back, so they're going back towards the front of the truck, and then one gets punctured, and then you catch the dump truck on fire. Yeah, and then you're just like, shit, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't threw the battery in there, and that was my stupidity. But your stupidity just caused the truck, to catch on fire, because basically puncturing them, putting a hole in it, and then there's trouble, As Han was saying, did you hear about the fatal crash on the 417 by Aviation Parkway? Apparently someone took some drone footage and posted on social media. The family saw the drone footage before the police informed them. And that is, my opinion, guys like that and drones, for him to do that, just plain being an idiot. You don't do that shit. And then, like you say, with the rules and the kind of footage, it's against the law to do that kind of stuff. You don't basically interfere with that stuff. Don't film stuff, something's going on, fatal crash, putting your drone up, you're doing that. That's totally against the law for basically privacy rules and regulations big time. And also, you just don't do that. You don't want to hear that, your girlfriend just, died and something happened, and then they find out, and this guy posted here, and for, that sucks, and that's the thing. Also with people doing that kind of stuff is basically, even if they have a mini drone, I don't give a shit. I don't care if you have a mini drone or you don't have a big drone in that. If they get a hold of who did that or what did, they're still going to get in shit doing it. I don't care what the hell you're flying. You just don't do that shit. And the thing is, like Jerry says, you know, when the cops are there for an accident, not only privacy, but if the helicopter has to come, they can't. And that's the thing. Pisses me off with these people that have not a slightest clue in it. But like I say, they're wrecking it for people like myself, like Jerry, other drone pilots, and it's gonna come to a real stupid nonsense because of this stupid individual. Yeah, I see the guy, you know, the house is on fire, you know, you're doing it, you're taking pictures, you're looking at it. Well, if you're doing that, okay, well, should not do that. But if you have it, keep it to yourself. But you should not do it. But if you do it, and you're that type of person, which I'm not, but if you did that, then okay, well, keep it to yourself. Don't put it on other people's on the social media, because you're going to get caught with that shit. You're just going to get caught, and that's the thing. It just doesn't make sense. And like Jerry says, you know, it's going to screw up the hobby. It's going to wreck the hobby because of an idiot like that. And yeah, people like that, you know, I just have no respect for people like that. And yeah, it doesn't get by me with people like that. And even talking, like, even with that, like, even in my little town here in Arnprior, in the Arnprior area, you know, like in the Ottawa Valley Way and Ottawa Way, you know what, you know, I'm looking, I'm walking, and you know, I'm going across the bridge, you know, and you see the airplanes are going down low, they're going by the water tower, and then I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, why does Transport Canada want you to have proper lighting with your drone? One, it needs to be visible for the airplanes, of course. When you have a beacon on your drone and you have that, then the planes are still going to notice you. But the thing is, I've seen a lot of people fly up by the tower, and that's the water tower, and it's too close. The head pond's too close. The airport is there. They're landing. They're taking off. Low altitude, and you're going to interfere with manned aircraft, and you're going to do something stupid, or you're going to do something that you regret to do. And this is the thing. Don't do this kind of stuff. But people don't listen, and that's the thing. Even when I talked to the police officer, and I saw him almost 3 weeks ago, you know, and he said the same thing. And I said to him, you know what, it's going to, you know, come to the point, you know, it's people are going to wreck it for the hobby and on the hobbyists and people out to make money with their drones, and it's just going to wreck it, you know, and give people bad name. That's all. So very, very good subject anyways, Han. And that's the thing. So, and thanks for commenting about my hat, man. Good old Jordan. Thank you. Appreciate it. And when I go FPVing, I always wear my hat backwards. So I will have my hat backwards. I would have my goggles on, and my goggles would fit perfect. So I got the Jordan logo behind my back. So when I'm flying FPV, the thing is, I like wearing hats because, okay, you're wearing a hat. It basically keeps the goggles nice and secure and snug, and they just don't slide off from your hair or your head, you know. And that's another reason why I like wearing baseball caps big time, especially for FPV and all the time. So, but anyways, with this battery, like I said, this is why I go to the landfill, get rid of them. And it's nothing like going to happen, but it's just that good thought in your head. Okay, I got rid of the battery. This is it. And be safe, right? So, anyway, so basically, hearing a lot of good reviews, and this is one thing I wanted to share with Jerry up here, Jerry Man. And he has the Avata too, and I seen a cool little review this guy was saying on his YouTube, and I found it very interesting with the Vada 2. So the OcuSync 4 is more, okay, and better with transmission. So the thing is, he was flying, so he was up high with the rock cut. He was flying his FPV down low, going down to the ocean, and he went inside the cave. So as he went inside the cave, as he went around the whole structure, basically, he went inside the cave, and as he went in the cave, he lost signal. But when he went out, it was kind of cool. The Avata 2 actually went back inside the cave, out the other end, where it lost the contact, and then it went up and returned home. But like I say, the guy thought he lost his Avata 2, and it's just like, wow. So, welcome in, Shirley, man. Shirley, welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Thank you. I saw that video. That was crazy. Yeah, that is the video I'm talking about. It was on YouTube lots, big time. And that's the thing, how that transmission, and I hate to diss my Mavic 3. I love my Mavic 3. You know, it's an OcuSync 3. It's not an OcuSync 4. And the Mavic 3 is kind of getting old now because I have the original OG. And the Mavic 3 has an OcuSync 3. And the transmission is not as good as the Avata 2 or, you know, the Air 3S and that. And it's just like, you know, they just keep improving with the drones. Big time. But that was a good video to see. I enjoyed that one. And it was pretty cool how, like I say, how it went out of the cave and came back through the cave. The obstacle avoidance was actually looking around with the whole entire drone, and it actually did not crash. I was very impressed to hear about that and to see something like that. That is very cool. So, Akashan, do you think DJI will come out with an OcuSync Infinity? Right? Man, they go from 03, 04, and they keep going with these different transmission, eh? It's just like, wow. Crazy. Just how they do it. So, one sec, guys. Up. You're a pain in the ass. Go to your room. Go to your room. Pain in the ass. All right. Sorry about that. But basically, how that OcuSync 4, how it can do that and go through those caves and come out of there without crashing, and just, it's amazing how the obstacle avoidance works on the new technology. Well, the thing is, I always wanted to have basically a new DJI FPV, the Potato. I want another one. It would be nice to have another DJI FPV and have another one come out. It would be so nice just to have that. Just to have that again for a second one, and just to have it more better. Would it be an OcuSync 5? Would it be an OcuSync 4 with the new DJI FPV? Original, OG. But they're not going to make it. And I wish they made it, because it would be nice if they made another original DJI FPV. I know Jerry likes the Avata, and other people like the Avata 1 and 2. I never flew them, but my heart just desires right on the original FPV. It's fast, it's heavy, and it can take a lot of wind. And I've been through a lot of wind with the DJI FPV, and I still love the Potato. still love it, you know. So, but anyways, I wanted to share that with the battery. And like I say, when you have swollen batteries, get rid of them or bring them up to the Best Buy, like Jerry did, or you know, dispose of them the proper way. That's it. So, my upcoming film I'm doing, and I'm going to finish it up on the weekend. I'm doing a lot of flying over the water for my new upcoming video that I'm going to release. So it's going to be a good one. I'm almost done with it. And as our show would say, what's going on with these licensed DJI clones of drones, right? Exactly. Exactly. If DJI is the best with the brand, who is second? That is a good question. Jerry can answer that too, or anybody can answer that. If you want to answer that question too, I would say the second one. I was going to say Autel, but that is a good call. I don't know. I would, you know, if it wasn't for somebody be after DJI, I would say Autel would be the next one, right under. I would say Autel, but everybody has their different opinion. But DJI and then Autel, I think would be Scottio. I would say Scottio, but Scottio, it's hard to say. All right, man. Good seeing you. Thanks for joining. See you folks later. Thanks for joining, buddy. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. Yeah, I would say Autel, and then I would say Scottio. If you had to go on that line, I would go that way. DJI, and then Autel, and then Scottio. That's my opinion. So, to answer your question, anyways, hon, I would say so. So, anyways, so back to with the news with that. So with that, with the Avata 2, I found that very interesting how it went back home with that. And then also too, people don't know how to do acro. You got the flip. So just flip under command with the wand. So I would ask Jerry, if you're still here in the chat, Jerry, how would be basically, is it just a simple button when you do the flip with the Avata 2? Because you got the joystick and you got the thumb throttle up and down. So would it basically be like a simple twitch to flip or flip the other way, or what would it be? And also Jerry would say I've only flown DJI, so there's your answer there too, Han, if you wanted to know. And basically that would be so. And the same thing. I haven't flew Scottio. I've seen the Autel, but Scottio I have not. And that's the thing. Like even with the DJI Spark and the Scottio with the whole hand gesture thing, where you move your hand this way, it'll go right. You move your hand that way, it'll go left. I think Scottios have that with the drones too. So. And I would also say, too, with my favorite with FPV, when I first started flying FPV, I would actually like the beta drones. The beta drones were really easy. I found the motors of it, basically the brushless of the motor, they would burn right out. And they wouldn't last long. I do have a micro beta drone FPV. I still have it today, but like I say, the mortar of it, like it's totally burnt right out. But they're great for like small gaps. They're not going to return to home. They're not GPS drones. They're just basically goggles, the controller, no return to home or nothing. The battery gets low. That's it. It falls out of the sky or wherever you're flying, or in the rafters, or you're in a factory, or wherever you're doing, you know. So the thing is, that's the thing. If with FPV, I do like the beta flight drones. Beta flight drones are very, very nice. They're good, and I really like them. Very, very nice. So I would go with a beta flight if you were into FPV Han. Go with that, because it's a very easy drone to get into and easy to fly, and it's a good intermediate drone to do. So I would do that. So anyway, so with that said, with the FPV and then with the DJI drones, and Skydio and Autel, that's basically the whole drones that I started. But if you wanted to start into just drones and you wanted to fly a camera drone and have something cheap and spend $200-300, not even $200, Holy Stone was a good little introduction before I even had the Parrot. Okay. I flew Holy Stone, and Holy Stone wasn't a DJI, and it was a total different breed of drone, different brand, and I enjoyed flying Holy Stone. And when I first flew it, I still remember today. And that was 5 years ago. And when I was flying, I was just like, wow, this is pretty cool. This is neat how this drone flies and how far it goes. But I was just like, I was flying, I was going, wow, it's kind of over there, It's like, well, I kind of can't see it. So I better bring it back. And it didn't last as long. And the battery, too, it wasn't a smart, intelligent battery. It was basically, I think it was, trying to think what it was, because I haven't had it in a long time, but it was basically, I think it was USB built-in battery with it. I cannot remember. It's been a long time, but it was good. Welcome in. Shout out. Thank you for coming in. Hello to you. Hello. Thank you. And thanks for the like. If anybody hasn't done the like button, please give me the like button. It'd be much appreciated. I really appreciate that. So I would basically do that. And it was a good drone to start into. It was a good drone to fly. It was a good drone to learn with stuff. So this was the drone that I basically started with it. So but yeah, that was basically, long story short, with it and what I did. So it sucked. The Holy Stone wasn't good in the wind. It wasn't good in the windy temperatures when it was cold. That drone sucked. It wasn't really a good drone compared to the DJIs. So, but and then, like I said, I got into the Spark, and then I got into the Mavic Pro, and then went from that to DJI FPV and Mavic 3. Hello. Shout out to Country Boy. Welcome in. Friday night. Shout out. Thank you. Thanks for joining. But yeah, so basically it was those drones that I started, and I like them today. Still love them. So, and yeah, drones are so cool too. Absolutely. And that's the thing. They are cool, and it's cool that you can get your basically a detail of what you see above, because it's a way different category. So yeah, they're definitely cool. So my other thing I wanted to share and tell everybody too. So I basically got into I had a busy week this week, so I did a bunch of signing and finance some stuff. So getting a new four-wheeler, and the new four-wheeler that I'm getting like a custom box so I can actually keep my drones in the four-wheeler and then go out and go to point A to B, going off from the trails, and then start flying over these cool places where you would never see nothing before. And the thing is basically what I like about the OVRT trails in the Ottawa area and Renfrew County area is that when you're a drone pilot and you have really good equipment like an FPV or Mavic 3 or whatever want to do and film, I like that you can actually, like I did last year, flying the drone to a spot where you're right out of nowhere. GPS drones are good because it runs off satellite, and the thing is, you can get to a nice, beautiful point. You're going off from the trail. You go to the trail, you get off the four-wheeler, and you basically send the FPV up. And 9 out of 10, when I'm out these trails with my four-wheeler, I like to bring the FPV because it's smaller. It's not as wide. It's nice and compact. And you get to these really tight, confined places that you can have with your FPV versus your Mavic 3, and get out there and get that shot. And then you're at home, you're on your computer, you're looking, you're like, whoa, man, this is really cool. This is going to be a good video. I'm going to make this really good for my channel. Thanks for coming, Han. Thank you. Gotta run. Thanks for the tips. Like always, no problem, buddy. Thank you very much. Shout out and have a great weekend and a great night. Thanks for coming and seeing us. So basically, that's the thing I like about with the trails and then the FPV. So it's very cool, and you get to these places and go fly into a certain spot and then get the awesome video shot. Like I said, I had a good one. I deleted it by accident and off from my main hard drive, my file, and then I don't have it no more. So it basically, I kicked myself in the butt because it was a good video and it was a good shot, and it was basically the video that I had, and I deleted, and I was so upset with myself because it was the end of the year on the four-wheeling trails, and when I got it, it was a cool spot because you would pull up your four-wheeler, pull the side of the trail, get the FPV out, always have the Go Hero Pro 10 camera, always on it, always a good camera, and then I would have it, and then I would send the drone up. And basically where it was basically, it was cattails on the one side, like a swamp area, another where it was land, and then the other spot was you had the bridge. The bridge was there, the water was going underneath, and then getting the whole shot with the FPV and going on this nice, beautiful, scenic route and going there, and it was just like, man, this is so beautiful. And it was just like, I went low by the bridge, went over, and then I went over on the other side, and then I was going around with the trees, going down low, cutting in and out, and it was just so nice. And I had a lot of fun filming it, and it was just so cool. And I will have more because, like I say, the trail's open in 2 weeks. The trail's open 2 weeks, and basically, I'll have my FPV with me with my drone. I go everywhere with it. because like I said, it's small, it's compact. Go with it and get that shot, and it'll be so cool to get that video. So I'm looking forward to it, and I will do some filming with it, and you'll see. And it's just a beautiful spot. It really, really is. So anyways, if anybody got anything to chat about, or have anything in the chat, want to ask me questions or anything, please do. And I'm also going to do probably a nice video clip of what the trails look like, and where I go droning at certain spots. And of course, the reception's not good. You're way out right out in God's country. And I will take some videos and explain certain places where I am and where I took the basically where I took the shots. So yeah, but other than that, you know, it's a wonderful spot to go filming when you got a four-wheeler, because you can go to places that you cannot with a car. And when you have a drone and you can get to those trail scenic routes and basically get those video shots, it's just so wonderful. It's remarkable, and it's breathtaking. And the thing too, being a drone pilot too, with good advantages, I took one shot and I posted on my Droning with Jamie Facebook group, and it basically had the OVRT trail was here, and then the highway was over on the other side. And it was cool getting the two shots with that Mavic 3 drone. I was like, wow, I didn't see that kind of stuff. This is like, whoa, this is so cool to see. And seeing at 200 feet, you know, you got the OVRT trail here, you got the highway here, and then you're seeing this beautiful landscape, and it's just like, wow, this is so cool. Yeah, country boy, absolutely, and town boy, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Really appreciate it, and thanks for giving me the thumbs up. Thank you so much. Thank you. But that's the thing. This is what is remarkable. This is something that I like doing, and then seeing that awesome shot from above the trails and everything. It's just really cool. I do have one that I did on the trail. Let me see here. It was basically a little while ago, but it was over the OVRT trail. I'm checking right now. And it was basically where I was flying the FPV. It was a cool spot because it was like on the side of the trail there was a spot where you can actually sit and then fly. And so I have one here when I'm looking right now. FPV Droning with Jamie. Okay, so there's one right here. Basically, this is it. It's on my YouTube channel. And when I did this film, this one was really cool. And this one, I was over the trail with the FPV and actually going straight down and going up over the trees and making a huge long lap around, and it was just so beautiful. But I have a few of them. They're in my videos on my YouTube channel. You will see them. Check it out. It's very nice. Then I have another one, DJI FPV Droning with Jamie. So if you look under my playlist, it'd be under my DJI FPV, and there's a lot of trails there. And just what I got for the beauty of it, and it was just like, wow, this is so cool. Just to get this shot. You know what? I really enjoyed it. it was fun. It was great. It was cool seeing the scenery, and then it's just a different ball game. And this is the thing. And then I would create something what I would think really good. And when I would make a video with my YouTube and I would do my DJI FPV, okay, I'm gonna do a scene here. I'm gonna record. I'm gonna fly around. And when I come and put another pack in, I'm gonna do another minute video here. And then I'm gonna slam another pack in, what will be my third one. And then I'll do another minute video. And then I'll slam another pack in, and then I'll do another minute video. So I would do basically 4 minutes of whatever I thought that was right with the drone. And I would look back, take the SD card out of my GoPro Hero 10 Black, take it out, and then I would look and I would say, okay, so this is a minute here. I want to cut. I don't like this. I don't like this, but I really like this. This is more epic. So I just cut this, put that on, and then I would actually create something that I would think that would suit perfect for the audience. And that's what I like doing. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's fun creating and being a YouTuber and a drone. Being a drone pilot and doing that kind of stuff. So, and that's the thing. I'll never settle with one little film. I'll film extra, and then I would cut, and then I would make whatever I thought would be good with that. So, I also thought too, in my way too, and I actually wanted to share with my fans and everybody in my live videos, since this is my 4th show, going on my 5th show next week, is basically, I was thinking about making another YouTube channel and strictly with 4-wheeling adventures. I was thinking doing that, but I wasn't thinking about getting out of the hobby because I have lots of drones and I still love doing it. It's in my blood. I like flying, but I wanted to add another channel for 4-wheeling only. So it's on the point. I really don't know, but I'm thinking I'm making another channel later on for that. But I'm still gonna do the droning, so don't worry. I'm not gonna give that up because I still like doing it. So, and that's awesome. You're good with Country Boy Magic. You love music. That's awesome. Everybody has a passion what they want to do. And mine is FPVing and flying camera drones. I also did with a video was what's the difference between camera drones and then FPV. So you're looking here and you're just like, okay, look in your car. Go to your car, go to your truck, go somewhere where you think, and you look in your mirror. In your mirror in your car would say objects appear closer than they appear. So I would say, hey, that's the difference with a camera drone versus an FPV. A camera drone would be objects are closer than they appear. So when I would say with that was when you're flying the drone, you think you're really close, but it's a little bit further away. You're not really at the spot. Versus FPV, when you're flying, it's right here. It's like right in your face. It's right there. It's not, okay, I think I'm there. No, I'm not there. Yeah, I am. No. And this is why I have these 2 different drones. One to get real close, and then the other one would be for long distance pictures. You know, Cadillac, it's in the sky, it's flying, you're getting the little high shots. This is what it is. And then when I want something very close action, FPV on the OVRT trail, on a trail, okay, well, I'm going to go here. So it's just like, okay, so I'm going to get the FPV. I'm going to have it out. I'm going to basically get it out, and I'm going to get some really close shots. And Magic for you, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. I'm glad you have some laughters. Very good for you. And that's the thing. That's why I have these 2 drones on me. 98% of the time, both of them. Country Boy would say DJI 3 is my only. Right on. And you don't need to have multiple drones or lots of drones, but it took me over basically the 4 years of seeing what I got now with my Mavic 3, DJI FPV, Mavic Pro, and my Spark. I really don't fly. My Mavic Pro, I don't. So, but 98% time it's Mavic 3 FPV. Always those two drones. And that's the thing. If I think I'm going to take something that's going to risk, or something's going to risk into damaging my drone or losing it or getting it smashed or bunking on something and then it goes in the water, I will take my FPV for that. When I get in really close gaps, or as Jerry with his Avata too, you know, same thing, close gaps, you want to have the goggles on. I just don't want to use the Mavic 3, okay, and then think, okay, I'm really close to that, but I'm not, and then all of a sudden you screw up, there goes your big investment in the water, or it gets hit, and you just lost money, you know? And you can have a lot of drones too. Not a problem. It is a sickness that us drone community have, is buying and spending money on drones. I know. It's a habit. And like you say, development is very fast but expensive, and that's the thing. I agree with you that too, Country Boy. That is the big thing. Fast but very expensive. Absolutely. And 3 can go corners. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. And then like Jerry, you know, he has the Avata 2. Jerry has the Air 2S. Jerry has the Mini 3 Pro. Jerry has the Mini 4 Pro. So basically, Jerry got good mixture because he got 2 mini and he got 2 bigger guys. So he got the light class, he got the heavy class. So Jerry would have 2 minis, and then Jerry would have 2 heavier drones. 2 that we would register, the other 2 he doesn't need to. Unless he had the plus battery in the Mini 3 Pro and the Mini 4 Pro. But other than that, this is the thing. And that's the thing I actually, before we wrap up here, this is the thing. I used to have too many RC planes. I never had RC planes. I would love to fly RC planes. I would love to fly RC helicopters. Never done that. Never tried them. I would love to try them. I heard helicopters, RCs are very, very hard to learn. Very, very hard to learn. I'd love to try it though. Yeah. So other than that, you know what? You know, and yes, also the days are cool, but report BG. Absolutely, buddy. So basically, you know what? New people that come up to this live show, you know, I appreciate it. I am really thankful. I get new fans. I get new people that are subscribed to my channel and people that are just getting into my channel. I appreciate it. And the thing is you can kind of tell when you look at my channel, you can see that I do a lot of water flying. I fly over a lot of water. I fly over a lot of land. I fly in some mini gaps. I fly waterfalls. But I'm always using my FPV and my Go Hero Pro 10 and my Mavic 3. Those 2 drones are my YouTube creators. And later on, if I get, now since I bought a brand new 4-wheeler making payments, and I should maybe save some money and get a Avata. Get a Avata drone. And the only reason why I want to get one of them compared to the DJI FPV, when I can compare those 2 drones, is the Avata is very roll cage, very protected. The propellers are protected. The propellers are underneath. but propellers are not on top where you would go flying and then go hit something and then your drone's down. The FPV would if it hit something with the propeller. It's done. I don't care who you are. You're going to crash it. And even if you nick it, you could get away with it, but you're still going to crash it. And why I would want to have the Avata into my family with my drone fleet is the propellers, like I say, they are upside down, they're underneath, there's a roll cage. I'm just saying, just showing you this drone for example. And it's around, it's protected, and it's not going to get nicked or touched because that propeller is very protected. It's just going to bounce off, and you're not going to wreck your investment. This is why I want to get the Avata for it. And just so you know, before we wrap up the show, Country Boy, so I showed everybody, this was my old Parrot. This was my old drone. One of my second drones that I was flying before I got into DJI. So, and that's the thing too. And they're protected. And they are protected. The propellers are protected, not detected, sorry. And they're not going to crash. The thing's not going to crash, and it's good. And like you say too, Magic, it's expensive. It hurts the wallet. It really sucks when it's costly. And you just got to swallow that down when you do something, and it's just like, okay, well, I guess so. I got to cover that cost and swallow that down. And then that's what sucks when you're flying drones. It's part of the business, it's part of the hobby, it's part of your learning curve and the hard way. And that is the thing. This is how you would learn, and everybody's got to learn from their mistakes. So, yeah, it's quite something. So, anyways, so that is awesome show wrapping up on episode 4 of Droning with Jamie show. I had a lot of fun. Always have fun on my show. Always have a good conversation with everybody. Always have a good conversation when people want to get into certain subjects or talk about a different subject in drones, but not basically what we were talking about. And I still like having that big bubble and have that talk with everybody. And this is what's cool about it. And then keep everybody up to date. Okay, is Jamie going to come out with a video? Why is Jamie hadn't come out with this? Well, it's been bad. You know, the weather's been raining. It's been a crappy week. And it just hasn't been really nice. And that's why I like to show and tell everybody, you know, this is what was going on this week. This is what's coming up. And just explain to everybody, you know, this is what's going on. And just to stay in touch with everybody and stay in touch with my fans and stay in touch with everybody. Just tell everybody, you know, this is what's up and this is what's going on. So, but I will post when I get my 4-wheeler. I'm hoping to get it this week. And I'll take some pictures and put it under my community and show you where I'm going to be putting my drones when I go out on the trail, and actually take a picture with one of my drones with it on top of my quad. But like I say, so this is why I like to be creative is I have the car, I'm going out filming, I'm going to this spot, but then when I want to get in a remote place where you can't get a car, where you can't get anything or any vehicle, so you bring a 4-wheeler and you get in spots where you're like, whoa, I didn't know this was here until this guy started filming his drone, but he has a 4-wheeler, so he has more advantage to be more creative and show the fans, you know, this is cool. This is what I'm going to show everybody. So this is what you're going to see with Droning with Jamie. So anyways, thank you everybody for coming to the show. Lots of love. Really appreciate it. And till next week, Friday, with the Droning with Jamie show, we will talk again. And On the weekend, it will come out with a new Droning with Jamie video, and you know what? Thank you very much for everybody that did come. It was a good turnout, and love everybody. So until, have a great weekend, have a good week, and I will see you guys next Friday. Love you guys all, and thanks for all the thumbs up and all the support. Love you guys.